Okay, I wanted to do one more video. I thought I would do one more. So here, I'm trying to do one more video before my roommate comes back. When he comes back, I don't do videos. Um, anyway, so I wanted to do a video recently on this thing that one of the people I'm subscribed to, she was talking about this lady on TikTok. She was talking about a black girl who was like complaining about black men on TikTok, complaining about her, saying she was, I guess, unattractive, things of that nature, or complaining about black women in general, which I've heard that TikTok is very anti-black women. I don't know. To me, I kind of feel like, personally, like, as far as, like, because she was talking mainly about black men who don't, like black women and how they were disrespecting black women on TikTok and on YouTube and stuff. I don't understand why anyone gets hurt by it because I feel like it's like, okay, if someone Will Smith's color attacks all women his color, right? And says everybody that looks like similar or whatever or anything is just a wreck. Am I really gonna be offended when you're exactly the same thing? You know what I mean? I just feel like if someone my color is like complaining about me and my color, my hair texture, my features, and they have exactly my face, my skin tone, and all my features, then why am I offended by something that they said about themselves? We can look, we can see they have the same features, right? So how am I mad at someone for complaining about themselves? I think that person needs more therapy. I think people forget to pay attention to the messenger and to basically analyze them. Now, you know, white people and other races, they will look at that person and be like, they will analyze. But it's like the black woman, doesn't really. I think she's just more offended, feeling like maybe she thinks it's true that she's lesser than him, so then when he criticizes her, she actually feels it. I don't know. But, like, to me, I'm like, now why would I be concerned about the next person saying, you know, you're less than or anything and be brought to tears when the person has the same features and the same face as you? You know what I mean? They are basically trying to say, I do not like how I do not like my 4C hair. I do not like my dark skin. I do not like my African features. That's what the black man is saying in those TikTok videos. So to me, I'm like, now how are you going to be offended by that person? Me as a black woman, I'm not offended by it. I'm like, one, you have more of the features that you're complaining about than I do. So how can I be more upset? I think if anyone, you are more upset because you have those features. Either way, I mean, if you're the dark skinned black woman and you have those features exactly to the T of what he's talking about, I mean, you could easily just be like, well, I am happy, and you should be to some extent happier that you're in a better place mentally not to do that. Not to be the butt of someone's joke, you know what I mean? Not to be where white people look at your video and are glad they are white. Glad, feel like they're better than you because you understand and you agree with them that they are better. And the last thing that you want to ever do, in my opinion, is ever agree with someone who thinks they're better than you. Because then you guys are at one. You know what I mean? The only problem is that now you hate yourself. Like, it's okay. I mean, not really okay. But which one would you rather be? Someone who hates someone else or someone who hates themselves? I'd rather be the first than the latter. The latter is, like, the worst thing to be. So I'm just saying, like, as far as that black person, He hates himself. At least you weren't the person to go on live, World Wide Web, where everyone can see, any race can see, that you basically said, you do not like being black, you do not want to be black, you wish you were not black, you hate your features, you hate how you look, things of that nature. From my point of view, I mean, as a lighter skinned person, I'm like, well, I wouldn't want to look like you either. That's generally how I feel. I mean, like, as far as dark skinned black men, I don't like how they look. I've said that plenty of other videos. So I can totally understand why he could look and be like, I don't want to continue this. You know what I mean? Situation. I mean, if you have a bad self-esteem about yourself, you're probably not going to have a good opinion of people who remind you of yourself because you have a negative feeling about yourself. And that's quite obvious that a lot of black men are reminded by black women of themselves. That's why they don't like themselves. This is another reason why black men kill each other more often than anyone. They kill black men more than they kill white men. So obviously they don't like black men either. They hate everything that, has to do with themselves. And you can hear this in how they talk about themselves. Um, as a mixed race person, I've experienced so many times, and because I wasn't raised to believe I was mixed race, because I grew up with my black mother, she was like, you're black, so that's how I identify. And identify right now. I've never really identified, like, if you have me mixed or black, I identify as black. Um, anyway, so when I talk to many of those people, they take a perspective of mixed being better than black. And then at the same time, they will admit that they are black. Okay, so if you think mixed is better than black and you see yourself as black, you see yourself at the bottom of the bottom. That's basically what they're saying. They see white is better than mixed, etc. Then, in that case, for someone who thinks that way, then they're going to be of the mindset that, like, everything that's black is less than. And, they're going to treat people that way. They treat black men that way. They treat black women that way. They treat themselves that way. Now, do you think someone who is like that is coveted in any way? It doesn't matter what race you are at that point. If you see things that way, you see your own race as the lowest of the lowest, and there is nothing better. There's nothing, less than, then, you know, you basically can't really see yourself as anything, you can't uplift yourself with that mindset. You can surround yourself around people who you think are better, but you will always be who you are to yourself. Who wants to be that person for real? Who wants to be someone who hates themselves and thinks they're the lowest of the low? Who wants to be that person? I sure don't. I don't think anybody else should be. I don't think anybody else should want to be that person who is so comfortable in being that person that they are willing to admit it to everyone. People they know, they feel are better than them, and they think they're better than them. They want to agree with them. They want to co-sign it. Co-sign, yes, you are better than me. And, I don't know. I just think that's just sad. That is sad. You should not think that if you are that person. You should think that your situation is the best. Your ethnicity is best for you. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. I don't believe in putting anyone down because, everybody should think that theirs is the shit. So then nobody else has to put anyone else down. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just think, like, paying attention to people who are that messed up, we should just be encouraging them to go to therapy, getting the help they need, to love themselves. But in general, I mean, like, they shouldn't be, like, of the type that is causing anyone angst or tears besides themselves. Because at the end of the day, they basically put themselves down. Black women who they were trying to attack to me weren't put down because at least black women didn't say, I agree, I'm the lowest of the low. And come on and just say, yes, we're the lowest of the low. You specifically said you're the lowest of the low. So, I mean, that's I don't think you can get worse than that, really honestly. As a person of color, you really can't. And after you admit that, you just need to go to therapy, fix it, say you changed, say things are different now, and that's basically it. So that's all I have to say on that. And I will leave a link in the bottom below. I'm gonna look for the video on it because I don't know. I just want to get the video on it and leave a link showing what I'm talking about. All right, thanks. Bye.